Summerville is a small, peaceful town, located on the seafront surrounded by breathtaking mountains. Seemingly, life flows slowly here. The Sims seem to be happy and enjoy the beauty of nearby nature. But is it really so colourful and carefree? What secrets are hidden behind closed doors? Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. I was surfing the web the other day just trying to find a good neighbourhood for us hood explorers to visit during our next neighbourhood showcase episode when I stumbled upon something wonderful. This right here is Summerville, created by Dina Goth. It's available on Mod The Sims. Let me tell you, from what little I've seen so far, I'm obsessed. Rarely do I ever want to sit down and play a custom HUD. I'm just like a true Max's girly through and through, but there was something about this one that reeled me in and I thought I just have to play it. So that's what we're gonna do. We are starting a brand new Let's Play. So this neighbourhood comes with the following: 8 families, 6 unoccupied residential lots and 11 community lots. It is also CC free. It is worth noting that the creator has a small selection of recommended mods, including a camera mod to access everything in the HUD. Please do read the short post on the creator's page if you decide to download it, and of course if you are interested in checking the neighbourhood out for yourself, the link will be available in the description box down below. Now this episode will be focused solely on cycling through the families, getting to know them, so no actual gameplay in this video. It'll be a whole lot of talking, but it will do us some good just to get to know the Sims beforehand. I am beyond excited to start playing. It looks fantastic. Just from the sneak peek, the story sounds brilliant, just so well thought out and unique. Oh, and it comes with custom townies. Are you in love yet? If not, then you're about to be. The creator has included a bio for each of the families, so what we'll do is we'll read the first one, then we'll enter the household, then we'll come back and read the second and enter the household, and so on and so forth. So let's start at the beginning. The first family are the Summers. The bio reads: Elizabeth achieved what she always dreamed of: money, high social position, and a great family. However, lately she has been wondering more and more whether she made the right decision all those years ago. Was all she has now worth giving up the true love? Carol, his wife Elizabeth, and their 2 children, Victoria and William, all live together on 10 Rosewood Street. Before we get started, I just want to say that this might end up being quite a lengthy video, so now might be a good time to pause the video, grab a drink, grab a snack, and settle in because we have a lot to learn about these Sims. We're going to begin by talking about the mayor of Summerville, and that's Carol Summer. Now, he doesn't normally have a beard, but I had to give him one because he looked quite juvenile for some reason in my game with my defaults and everything, and I wanted to make him look a little bit more grown up. So he is a fortune sim who would like to reach his golden anniversary. His parents consist of Camilla Summer and Henry Summer, both of whom are deceased, and we know that Elizabeth is his wife, and they have 2 children in Victoria and William. He does have a pretty decent relationship with his wife, but he is not friends with either of his children, and he does not get along well with Chris Marley, who I do believe is his daughter's new boyfriend. As previously mentioned, he is the mayor of town. He is level 10 of the politics career. He has a ton of charisma skill points and logic, body, and creativity. He is a Pisces who is neat, shy, serious, and nice. Carol would like his children to be more interested in politics than art and music. Why waste time on such nonsense? And his interests reflect that. He is really passionate about politics, money, and the environment. It doesn't say here what his one true hobby is, but I do know that it is science. I use the sim blender just to check everybody's, just to kind of get a better picture of who I'm dealing with. His one true hobby is science. Carol here has lived a very charmed life. He went to private school, he got an A, he went to college, he fell in love, woohooed, and all of that stuff with Elizabeth. He even made Dean's List a good few times, so he's definitely an overachiever. He inherited money from both of his parents. He got engaged to Elizabeth, he got a big bonus, worked his way up the career ladder, had children, and sent his 2 children off to private school. He is turned on by me, a blonde who is wearing makeup, and he does not like stink. His favourite colour is black. I've also put an umbrella in every sim in the neighbourhood's inventory. His secondary aspiration is knowledge. As for spending the rest of his benefits, I think I'm going to wait for now until the first episode to spend them, just when I get a better picture of the Sims and I can decide then where best to spend these points. Next up, we have Carol's wife, Elizabeth. Now, I thought her story was just so sad. It just tugged on my heartstrings for some reason, and it is a big part of why I wanted to play this HUD. I just thought that the love triangle that we're about to explore here is just kind of beautiful and tragic, and I just loved it. So as we can see in her wants panel, she would like to kiss Camellia. We will be talking a little bit about their love affair, but first I just want to kind of talk about her basic stats, which is that she is a knowledge sim who would like to max out 7 skills, and she is also on her way to falling deep into aspiration failure. If we look at her relationship panel, we can see that she still is in love with Carol. Their lifetime relationship isn't great, so room for improvement there. She gets along well with her children. She doesn't really particularly mind Chris, her daughter's new boyfriend. And as we can see, she has 3 bolts with Camellia, and they are in love. We'll talk about that a little bit more, but she still harbours a lot of feelings for her. If we look in her family tree, we can see that her parents were Maria Crown and Sebastian Crown. She is unemployed, she has a high cooking skill, also some in logic and creativity. She is a Cancer who is neat, outgoing, lazy, serious and nice. Elizabeth recently had a dream about her. It was a beautiful dream. And of course, she is interested in all the things you'd expect her to be, so money and fashion, good food. Again, she also does not have hobby enthusiasm points, but I do know that her one true hobby is science, just like her husband. This is where things are going to get interesting. So she learned all of her basic toddler skills, and she also went to private school. She too has lived a very privileged life. She met and fell in love with Carol. They shared a first kiss. They woohooed. She went to college. So it's very similar to her husband so far. But then she met Camellia, and she lost both of her parents. She got engaged to Carol, but she continued to have an affair with this woman, and they woohooed and all of that. And yeah, she ended up choosing Carol over her true love. She chose money and power and all of that kind of life of privilege over being with the woman of her dreams. She is turned on by black hair and a good cook. She does not like full face of makeup. Her favourite colour is white, and as for her secondary, it is family. Next up we have Victoria Summer. She has a want locked in to sneak out. She also wants to make out with Chris. Her lifetime want is also to max out 7 skills. She does not like this chick, Chloe Fox, nor does she get along with her brother, and the relationship with her dad could use some work, but she does have, I don't think they're like going steady, I don't think they're technically boyfriend and girlfriend, but she is in love with this guy, Chris Marley. She is an A in private school, so she probably has a ton of pressure on her by her parents to succeed. She has some logic and creativity points. She is also a Cancer who is neat, shy, active, serious and nice. Victoria knows what she wants her life to look like, full of art, love and freedom. Chris supports her dreams, which cannot be said about the parents. Her interests include crime. I do hope that means she's like a true crime fan as opposed to wanting a life in the criminal career. She also appreciates work and school, travel, sci-fi, weather and culture. Her predestined hobby is tinkering, but she does actually have a few points in arts and crafts. Being a teenager, her memory panel is a lot more basic, but it does tell us that she joined private school, she got an A, she's definitely on her way to being an overachiever. She fell in love with Chris. She likes athletic Sims with black hair, and she does not like vampirism. Her favourite colour is also white, and she does not have a secondary aspiration. I'm pretty sure none of the teens in this HUD do, but we will be double checking. And finally, we have the baby of the family. This is William Summer. He has the want locked in. He actually has 2 as well. He would like to flirt and kiss Chloe. I'm not entirely sure if they are like boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't think so, since he wants to have his very first kiss with her, but we will see. He's a popularity sim and he would like to have 20 simultaneous best friends. Okay, so they're not going steady or anything, and they just have a crush on each other, so like lifelong best friends would be my guess. His relationship with his family isn't bad, but it's not good either. He is also best friends with Chris Marley. He is a C in private school, so he is not actually doing that well, especially compared to his sister, but he still has, well, it says 15 days. In my game it'll actually be, I think, 6 or 7, I think, around about there. So he has plenty of time still to up his grades if he wants to. He also has a few skills in creativity. He is a Leo who is sloppy, outgoing, playful, and a bit of a grouch. William knows his parents would never accept Chloe as his girlfriend. Even so, he can't stop thinking about her. He is very much like his dad in that he loves politics and money, but he also takes after his mother in that he loves fashion. His one true hobby is nature. If we look at his memories, we can see he has the standard toddler ones, went to private school, got an A, and made best friends with Chloe and Chris. He likes creative redheads, and he does not like plant sims. Well, that's just rude. His favourite colour is blue, and again, he does not have a secondary like none of the teens so far, which I prefer personally. I like to give them secondary when they age up into adults. That's just a personal preference of mine. It looks like Elizabeth and Camelia are slow dancing, but ultimately she decides that she wants to marry Carol. This caused a big blowout between her and her love, of course, at her wedding. Elizabeth made her choice and she is now married to the mayor and has 2 children, but she still thinks about her old flame, Camelia. William has his sights set on the gothic Chloe Fox, while Victoria is happy to just spend her time in her room practicing art. I do just want to say as well, this is not like a neighbourhood showcase episode, so we are not going to be like exploring the house in any kind of detail. There's plenty of time for that when we actually play this neighbourhood. So for now, we're just going to go ahead, go back to the neighbourhood and read the second bio. Kaya has been dreaming of becoming a world-class ballet dancer since childhood. Instead of focusing on training, she spends her evenings in clubs, drinking grape juice and romancing. Will the nightlife and partying be more important to her than career success? She is the only sim to be residing at 215 Maple Street. Here we are with Kaya Swan. She is a romance sim who would like to woohoo with Bill Fox, and she also wants to have a public woohoo. Now, her lifetime want is to become a world-class ballet dancer, but she is more interested in partying and going out and having a good time than training, of course. Her family tree, I've noticed, is a lot more in depth actually than the previous one. We actually have 2 sets of grandparents here. I love to see that, just nice attention to detail there. I know they're all deceased, but just kind of creates a background for her. And she has quite a few lovers. She has Theo Hartman, who I do believe is a townie, and also Bill Fox. There is the potential for something to happen with Alex Gold, maybe even Ben Marley. She is a dance video star, level 5 in the dance career. She only needs 1 more skill point in creativity, but I can't see that being a priority for her. She's a Libra who is sloppy, outgoing, active, and a little bit grouchy. Kaya loves to dance, but instead of practicing ballet, she's been more interested in club dancing lately. Her interests include culture, fashion, sports, food, paranormal work, travel. Not only is her one true hobby music and dance, but she has actually maximised the skill set there. The only thing that's missing is the membership to the secret lot, but I don't go there anyway, so it's neither here nor there. It just would have been nice for that to have already shown up here. Time for my favourite part, memories. So she has all of her like standard toddler memories. It looks like it's more than just her parents who taught her her skills. One of these is definitely her grandmother, I do believe. But anyway, she made best friends with Takano. She went to private school, got an A. She went steady with Theo, so that would have been like her first boyfriend. She did go to college. I guess she would have majored like in drama. She made the dean's list, so she's obviously an intelligent sim. Joined the Greek house. We do have some death memories missing, so she remembers Takano dying, but not any of the grandparents, unless they passed before she was born. Not entirely sure there. It would have been nice to have just a couple more in here, but that's, a little bit of a nitpick. She got a job in the dance career, and she woohooed. Oh, she has woohooed with Alex. Okay, that is good to know. She likes fit and athletic sims. She does not like fat sims. Her favourite colour is red, and her secondary aspiration is popularity. Judging by her family album here, we can see that she has been in ballet since childhood, pretty much her whole life. She has big ambitions, but she just can't stop her partying ways long enough to actually achieve her goals. This is her as a teenager, just casually checking herself out as teens do. If there's one thing about Kaya, it is that she knows how to have a good time. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure he's a married man as well. Naughty, naughty. The Fox family is about to get bigger, but Lisa doesn't seem happy. Her husband disappears in the evenings and doesn't help raise their rebellious daughter. Will anything change when the twins are born? The Fox family is home to Lisa Fox, her husband Bill, and their child Chloe, and they live at 34 Walnut Street. Let's start with Bill and work our way down. So this is Bill Fox. He has three interesting ones locked in. He wants to woohoo with Kaya, he wants to woohoo with her in a car, but more importantly, he wants to break up with Lisa. This is a want that I seldom, if ever, see. Please do correct me if I'm wrong, but I am pretty sure that this is broken. This will not happen in The Sims 2, I think, unless you're playing a base game or a pre-patched version, I think. So it is really nice to see this. This is going to be a very interesting household to play. So Bill here is a romance sim. His lifetime ambition is to have 50 dream dates. Now, he is in love with his wife. They don't have a bad relationship. The same cannot be said for his daughter, who he has -1/0 relationship with. If we look in his family tree, we can see that his parents were Jenny Fox and Marcel. He is an underwater demolitionist, level 5 in the oceanography career. He is 3 skill points away from getting a promotion. He needs another point in mechanical, body and cleaning. He's an Aries who is on the sloppy side. He's outgoing, active, serious and grouchy. Bill prefers to spend free time with young and beautiful Kaya more than at home, where he constantly argues with his wife. His hobbies include the environment, culture, travel, food, sports. His one true hobby is sports. I do believe we have some juicy memories. So Lisa was I guess this was when they were teens, they fell in love as teens. So you could say they were high school sweethearts. They went to college. He lost both of his parents in quick succession. They woohooed. He had his daughter. He got a job. And after Chloe started acting out, he had an affair with a younger woman. He likes black hair and athletic sims. He does not like stink. His favourite colour is white, and as for his secondary, it is surprisingly family. This is the only sim so far that I have not had the chance to make over. As you can see in the top left, I did try to do Gussie up. I'm just going to cancel that. The reason I can't is I am 99% sure that she is going to give birth now, not just get her baby bump. I checked on SimBlender and it said something like she'd been pregnant for 74 hours, which I'm pretty sure is the entirety of a sim pregnancy in this game. So please do excuse her appearance right now. I haven't had a chance to put fresh makeup on her, but she is a family sim who wants to join the garden club and she wants to have a baby. She would also like to marry off 6 children. However, right now she's in aspiration failure, so there is quite a lot of work to do in order to make this family happy again. Her parents, also deceased, were Ronnie, Forrest and Dorian. I don't know why, but she seems to have beef with this little kid, Ethan Gold. She also does not like her daughter. This poor child, I mean, that's just tragic. But she does have a few friends in Ben and Helen, Camellia and April. She is a substitute teacher, level 3 in the education. All she needs is 1 more charisma skill point to get a promotion. She is the first sim so far to have a talent badge. I know you haven't seen it, but I have been checking every sim. She has a bronze in gardening. She's a Cancer who is neat, shy, lazy, and nice. Lisa suspects her husband is lying to her. Is he really working on a new project at work? And is that why he comes home so late? Her interests include politics, food, sports, work, school, and culture, so quite a lot there. Her one true hobby is nature, which makes sense. She has a gardening talent badge. I love that, how everything is just tying together in a nice neat bow in this neighbourhood. I think it's wonderful. She's got her standard toddler memories here. It seems like her mother did most of the heavy lifting. She has only ever really been with Bill, nobody else in her life. She went to college, got a bunch of promotions. Her daughter grew up badly and is, I guess, in her rebellious phase right now. She likes beards and a hard worker. She does not like hats. Her favourite colour is brown and her secondary is knowledge. And finally, we have Chloe. I really like the way Chloe looks. She just has such an interesting face. She kind of reminds me of Lilith, not in terms of how she looks, but the red hair and the gothic attire. I just really like that. But she also has two wants locked in. She wants to sneak out with William and kiss Chris. She is a popularity sim who wants to become a rock god. It says her level is maladjusted misfit. Big yikes. So she does not like her dad, but she especially dislikes her mother. I'm really surprised. I kind of thought her allegiance would be with her mother since she's the one that's getting cheated on. So that's there's some drama here. She is also, wait a second, but I thought Chris was with Victoria. Do we have another love triangle going on? I love that. Okay, I didn't realize at first that she wants to kiss Chris. I don't know why that didn't click for me, but Chris may be a romance sim, perhaps. She is a D in public school, but she is a very creative sim, so maybe her talents don't necessarily lie in academia, but rather just in art and that kind of thing. She's a Leo who is sloppy, extremely outgoing, lazy, playful, and grouchy. No one understands Chloe like Chris. Sometimes she feels like she's more than just a friend to her. She is passionate about money, the environment, crime, sports, work, culture, fashion, sci-fi, and toys. Her one true hobby is music and dance. She clearly spends a lot of time on this hobby given that she's completely maxed it out. She grew up badly and got a D, but she did have a great party. She became best friends with Chris and William, and she reached the maximum enthusiasm in music and dance. She likes a brown-haired sim who is creative, and she does not like zombies. Her favourite colour is black, and I do not predict she has a secondary. No, she does not. As for the family album, we can see that Lisa and Chloe are having a disagreement here. Lisa finds out that she is pregnant with twins. Chloe strumming her heart out. So that's where Bill met Kaya. Checks out, they're both frequent visitors to the local bar, I suppose. And I think Lisa is definitely onto him. She suspects something, and this is a marriage that I would predict in the very first time that we play this family is going to implode. Stephen was always seen as a weirdo and could never find a soulmate. He believed that someone had cast a spell on him that made him unlucky in love. However, recently beautiful girl next door noticed him and she seems to like him a lot. Maybe the curse has already been lifted. Stephen's spell resides at 98 Pine Street with his two cats, Ron and Hermione. Any Harry Potter fans in the house today? This here is the mysterious Stephen spell. He would like to not only get married but also have a baby. But first he would like to take Heidi on a date as step number 1. He is a family sim who is in aspiration failure, unfortunately. He would like to reach his golden anniversary. He is another one that has quite a in-depth family tree. He's got grandparents on both sides, but his parents were Julia and John. One thing I have immediately clocked is that both his mother and his grandmother were witches. So I'm wondering if maybe I play this, when I play this, if that's going to be like a family tradition, like if he has a daughter that she will inherit the witchiness. I may have to do that. That sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. The only person he is romantically involved with right now is Heidi. Outside of that, he doesn't really have any friends, which is quite sad for a grown man like this. He is unemployed. How does he fund this house? I wonder. He has a ton of skills, most notably in creativity. He is a Virgo who is neat, shy, and a little on the serious side. Stephen has achieved success as a writer. He only needs someone who will love him to be happy, nothing more. He loves entertainment, culture, paranormal, sport, work, and he's really passionate about sci-fi. Of course, his one true hobby is film and literature, given that he is an author. Standard toddler memories. I did notice that quite a few Sims in this neighbourhood have gone to private school. Makes me think that it's quite an affluent town, perhaps. He got an A. He maxed out creativity at quite a young age. He inherited money from Julia here. He wrote his first novel, and he's kissed Heidi and sold a great novel. His turn-ons include blonde hair and makeup. He does not like custom hair. His favourite colour is red. I did also want to point out that he has written 3 books. It's called Barry Lotta. I love this as a reference. I think that is hilarious. The Barry Lotta series follows the adventures of a little boy who discovers he has magical powers. Where have we heard this one before, guys? His secondary aspiration is also knowledge. This is the Harry Potter cat duo in Ron and Hermione, and I also love the colours as well, like Ron being a ginger cat. I think that's hilarious. Yeah, he definitely comes from a coven of witches, come on. I guess maybe he read like his mother's diary or something. That's my interpretation of this, and like he discovered that he comes from this supernatural type of family, and that's ignited his interest in doing like a book about magic. He's dreaming of love as a teenager. He gets to work, writing. Now, I didn't like this robe that he was wearing. I mean, it kind of suits him, but I just didn't want him to wear it all the time, like walking around town like this. So that's why I changed his outfit. And he's an aspiration failure here. And he meets the beautiful blonde down the road. Okay, that's Heidi, yep. The only similarity between the Chase twins is their appearance. Heidi's main goal is to marry a rich Sim so she can live in wealth for the rest of her life. Helen makes sure every criminal in Summerville is caught. Heidi's chasing wealth, Helen criminals, but won't they lose themselves in this race? I do love that their name is Chase, it just fits so well. So we have Helen, Chase and Heidi. They reside at 177 Oak Street. First up, we have Heidi Chase, who looks rather bored to be in our company today. Her wants are to dine out with Stephen. She also wants to marry a rich Sim, of course. She is a fortune Sim who's currently almost in platinum. Oh, well, she is in platinum. She wants to earn 100,000 simoleons. So yeah, she has a couple of other potential love interests if you would rather not have her marry Stephen. It would be Zach and Simon and Ben Marley. These two up the top I do believe are townies, but of course we're going to be marrying her with Stephen eventually. This is her family tree, so their parents were Douglas Chase and Adele. She also has 2 sets of grandparents, all of whom are deceased. She is unemployed. The only skill she has is in body. She's a Capricorn who is neat, lazy, playful, and quite nice. Heidi is willing to marry even the most weirdo in town to achieve her goal. She is interested in entertainment, food, work, weather, travel and fashion. Her one true hobby is music and dance. She has all of her standard toddler ones. She shared her first kiss with Zach Sparks. They've woohooed, her parents passed, she had a great party, and recently she kissed Stephen. She likes a logical Sim with black hair. She does not like stinky Sims. I mean, who does? Her favourite colour is pink. She also has this pot holder in her inventory, which I don't think she might have made this actually. I was going to say maybe she bought it from a home business, but I do believe she has made this. Her secondary is pleasure. Finally, we have Helen Chase. She would like to woohoo with Alex. She also wants to get engaged. Okay, that's a fun thing to do when we finally get around to playing them. She's a family sim, so very different to his sister. She wants to become a captain hero, level 10 in law enforcement. Yeah, she doesn't like her sister. She is in love with Alex. She also gets along with Alex's son, Ethan, so that's nice to see. She also has a bunch of other friends in the neighbourhood. She's a Vice Squad, level 5 in law enforcement, very high body scale and also a few in logic. She's a Cancer who is neat, shy, active, serious. Helen would like to start a family with Alex, but she still doesn't know where her boyfriend works and he doesn't want to tell her. Maybe he's a secret agent. Or is he a criminal? She is interested, of course, in crime and sport. She likes work and sci-fi. Her one true hobby is sport. She does strike me as like a fit and active sim. These here, of course, are her memories. So she first fell in love with Simon. Hold on a second. Okay, no, never mind. I thought maybe her sister also had something going on with Simon, but she did not. I'm thinking of somebody else. So she went steady with Simon, her parents passed, and more recently she has fallen for another man, Alex, who we'll get to. I think he's the last household of this rotation. She likes athletic sims with beard. She does not like custom hair. And her favourite colour is white. Her secondary aspiration is knowledge, which I do feel like really suits her. I'm not entirely sure why it says the Olsen family. I don't know if this is, like, maybe they've been renamed. I'm not entirely sure there. I did look at the family tree. There's no mention of an Olsen. But anyway, we can see the girls as children just kind of playing with various toys. Helen has always sort of had a keen interest in working in the law enforcement career and keeping fit, whereas her sister is more of a layabout, a kind of a gold digger. So yeah, there's definitely like no love, I think, between Heidi and Stephen. I feel like Stephen probably cares deeply about Heidi here, but she's in it for the money, definitely. And we have Helen, I do believe this is Helen, dreaming about one day getting engaged. Well, honey, your time is coming, fear not. After the death of his wife, Ben is struggling financially. In addition, he discovered that his son grows a strange tree in his room and sells its dried leaves to kids at school. He says it's legal to have a relaxing effect on his classmates. Can Ben be sure that there is nothing to worry about? Will he manage to provide a good life for his family? Well, that's hilarious. The Marley family consists of Ben, who it says here is a narcissistic knucklehead, Chris Marley, his son, and his daughter Kelly. They reside here at 56 Acacia Street? Not entirely sure, but this is where they live. Let's kick things off with Ben Marley, who I just think is a really handsome sim, probably the most handsome one in this neighbourhood so far. He would like to fall in love. He would also like to help Kelly with her homework. He is a pleasure sim who would like to graduate 3 children from college. At the moment he only has 2. He is actually in aspiration failure or near enough. As for relationships, he has a pretty good relationship with both of his children, but especially little Kelly. He only has like 3 friends in the neighbourhood. Outside of that, not very many. His parents were Rhea and Isaac, both of whom are deceased. No grandparents this time. He is an internet movie critic, level 3 in the journalism career. He still needs to get 2 more cooking skills to get a promotion. He's an Aquarius who is sloppy, shy, active, playful, and nice. Ben is looking for a way to earn some extra money. Maybe a car repair is a good idea. I'm just back quickly in the family tree. I forgot to find out who his wife was, so it was Alexa Marley. It's great to see that she too has parents listed here as well in Heather Kingston and Jose. His interests include entertainment and weather. His one true hobby is tinkering. He has all of his standard toddler memories. He learned to study from Isaac. He made best friends with his future wife Alexa. They fell in love. But unfortunately, she passed away at a young age, and that caused their son Chris to start acting out. He likes blonde hair and a good cook. He does not like a full face of makeup. His favourite colour is brown. As for his secondary, it is family. Here we have Chris Marley. He would like to go steady with Victoria. He's a fortune sim who would like to become head of SCIA. He has a great relationship with his family, which is nice to see. He is in love with Victoria, but we do know that Chloe has her sights set on him, so this has the potential to become a love triangle. He is a C+ in school, so he's no longer doing like badly. It's still not great, but he's on the right track. He has a few skill points in charisma, body and creativity as well. He's a Sagittarius who is sloppy, shy, active, playful and grouchy. He's also very fit sim. Chris loves his father but believes that he is not doing well. To help him, he tries to earn something himself. Yeah, I bet you do, Chris. He likes politics, crime, money, entertainment, toys and culture, a little bit of food and travel and paranormal as well. His one true hobby is sports, but he does have 2 points in music and dance. As for his memories, he does have the memory of his mother passing away. Then he became best friends with Chloe, he did poorly in school, shared his first kiss with Victoria, they went on a date, they snuck out, they fell in love. Okay, so it was Chloe that he snuck out with, not Victoria. So yeah, definitely a future love triangle gonna happen. He likes blondes who are creative. He does not like robots. His favourite colour is green and he does not have a secondary aspiration just yet. This is Kelly Marley. The only thing she wants right now is to ask for homework help. She has a good relationship with her family. She's friends with Chloe and best friends with Ethan Gold. She's an A in public school. She has a few charisma skill points. She's a Cancer who is neat, shy, lazy, on the serious side and nice. Kelly wants to be a princess when she grows up. She is currently interested in fashion, travel, animals, sports and school. Her one true hobby is film and literature. And she doesn't have very in-depth memories given the fact she's only a child. But her mother was very hands-on. She taught her absolutely all of the skills. She remembers her grandparents dying, her mother passing, and then she made best friends with her brother. Her favourite colour is pink, and of course she does not have an aspiration because she's still just a child. A scene of domestic bliss back when it was a family of 4 prior to Alexa's death, of course. Sat by the campfire, just kind of thinking about her, just sort of struggling with his grief. I do love this storyline and how the creator has spun the this object here, like the money tree. I think that's really clever and just really funny. Oh, it definitely seems like this is a family that is just crippled by grief right now, and they need somewhat of a fresh start. They need to just find a way to overcome this. So yeah, I guess this is a way for him to make ends meet. I did notice that the family only has 750 simoleons, so they're not doing particularly well right now. We can see the car just here. This is going to be a major hobby for him. I do love this picture of Chloe in the background, just pining for Chris, who is madly in love with Victoria. Camelia's life wasn't always as sweet as it is now. After many years, she finally fell in love again, although she didn't believe it could happen. She also recently opened her own bakery. Will her cakes be enjoyed by the Sims of Summerville? Here we have the cupcake family of 67 Apricots Street. That consists of Camellia Cupcake, her dog Caramel, and April Potter. I don't know what's up with her eyes. I don't know why she looks straight up possessed. Hold on. Oh my god, that's so much worse. There we are, that is better. This is the gorgeous Camellia Cupcake. She is just such a beautiful sim. I do think April is slightly more unique looking though, but we'll get to her in a minute. Her ambitions are to marry April. She wants to adopt a child and throw a wedding party. She is a family sim who wants to reach her golden anniversary. She is very much in love with her fiance April, but she still harbours feelings and that extra chemistry bolt with Elizabeth Summer. Again, a lovely family tree. Her parents were Hazel and Carlos, but she does also have grandparents. Awesome, love it. She is currently unemployed, but as we know, she is currently running her own bakery, so that makes sense. She is an amazing cook. She is a Cancer who is neat, shy, serious and nice. Camellia is finally happy. She didn't believe that a broken heart could heal after all. Her interests include paranormal, culture, the environment, but most importantly, food. Her hobby is cuisine. Again, I just really love that everything ties together. When it says, she has opened a bakery, she has a high cooking skill point, her hobby enthusiasm is in cuisine, and I just love all of that. It all just fits so well, it's so incredibly fleshed out, it's just perfect. Again, we have our toddler memories. She maximised the cooking skill at quite a young age, actually. I guess she would have been a teen here. She had a great birthday party. She fell in love with Elizabeth. They woohooed. She lost her parents. And after that, The relationship with Elizabeth fell apart, and thankfully she did meet someone new in April, and most recently opened her first business. Opening that business was exhilarating. I want to open more businesses. She likes both blonde hair and black hair, and she does not like glasses. So one thing I was kind of like, I've been going back and forth, like, do I want to have her marry April, or do I want to go with a storyline of like her rekindling her love with Elizabeth? And I thought I'll check the chemistry, because so far the chemistry has sort of aligned with who the Sims are destined to be with. But this time, no, the creator is kind of sticking the middle finger up at us and saying, no, you're on your own on this one. So I don't know what to do. Her favourite colour is pink. As for her secondary aspiration, it's knowledge. We have April Potter. I just think she's such an interesting looking sim. I feel like when I make Sims in The Sims 2, they do tend to look quite similar. I'm like a face, template 1 kind of girl. And I just feel like the Sims in this neighbourhood are both beautiful but unique looking. But anyway, she is a family sim who would like to marry Camellia. She also wants to earn a talent badge in pottery. This is the silver one. She wants to flirt with Emily. Who's Emily? We'll find out in just a second. She wants to max out 7 skills. Okay, so Emily is this chick who I am 99.9% sure is a townie. That's interesting. I do wonder if maybe her secondary is romance. Again, a wonderful family tree here. Her parents were Demi and Will Potter, and she has both sets of grandparents. She is unemployed. I guess, she sort of helps out with the business. She has cooking, creativity and cleaning skill points, and I'm guessing a talent badge. Yeah, one in bronze pottery. She's an Aquarius who is shy, lazy, playful and mega nice. April enjoys slow life with Camellia, love pottery and delicious cakes. What more could you want? Well, Emily, apparently. She is interested in the environment, entertainment and culture. Her one true hobby is arts and crafts. So I do think that Emily was like her first love. So Emily here is like Camellia's Elizabeth, maybe not quite as intense there, but she still harbours feelings for her old fling. She woohooed with her parents passed, and that's when she met Camellia. She is turned on by black hair and a good cook. Her favourite colour is turquoise. Normally with this I would kind of go with what they're wearing in their like family album as opposed to like my default replacements, but I just loved the outfit she was wearing so much that I felt like the colour really suited her, so I've changed it from what would have been pink to turquoise, if that, if you guys care at all about that. As for her aspiration, okay, her secondary is knowledge and not romance. This is a young Camellia baking a muffin. Of course, we already know the story between her and Elizabeth. I just love this picture so much. It just kind of makes me feel like what could have been, This is Elizabeth obviously telling Camellia the bad news that she is marrying somebody else. Bless her, she went into aspiration failure. She had to go and see a therapist. Yeah, tragic. I am glad, however, that she did find someone else further down the line. I wanted to have her happy ending. Of course, we know that they got engaged, and she has recently opened up her own bakery. This is going to be a ton of fun to play. I actually would go as far as to say, so far, that the cupcakes are my favourite family in town. Alex made a lot of money in not entirely honest ways. After the death of his parents, he has to take care of his little brother. He began to worry about the future. Who will take care of Ethan when he gets caught for the crimes he committed? Maybe it's time to take up legal work. But how to do this when he is so talented at fraud and scams? The Gold family consists of Alex and his son Ethan. They reside at 56 Blackberry Street. This is the only family in the neighbourhood I've noticed that doesn't have a family bio, but I have noticed that the family bio is exactly the same as the neighbourhood story, so I'm not too worried. This might irk me just a little bit, so I might just copy and paste this into here just to sort of fill it out, but just something that I've noticed. For the final family of this video, we are going to take a look at the goals. So let's start off with Alex. He would like to get engaged to Helen, who of course we know is in the law enforcement career, so that should be interesting. He wants to get married to her as well. He is a fortune sim who has big dreams of becoming a criminal mastermind. He is deeply in love with Helen. He has a great relationship with his son. He also has chemistry with Kaya as well as this townie Emma Spring. His parents were Don Gold and Gloria. He also has grandparents. As for his... Oh, I guess we just don't know who Ethan's mother is. Oh, okay, wait. So Ethan is his brother. That's not his son at all. Okay, yeah. Okay, somewhere along the lines, I got deeply confused. I've had a very long day. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I did wonder why Ethan was his son, given how young Alex is, if you look at his lifespan over on the bottom left. So that makes a lot more sense. That's his brother. He's a cat burglar, level 7 in the criminal career. He still needs 3 more skills in order to get a promotion. He needs them in mechanical, body, and creativity. He's a Gemini. I think maybe our first Gemini. He's sloppy, outgoing, active, playful, and a bit grouchy. Alex has 2 reasons to end his criminal career. His little brother Ethan and Helen, who completely turned his head. He is interested in politics, crime, money, and school. His one true hobby is sports. He's had somewhat of a rough life. He grew up badly. He did not do well in school. He was a teenage runaway. He got a job in criminal, I guess like literally as a teen, and just started working his way up. He got a big bonus. He grew up well. Okay, so he is already woohooed with Kaya. I guess that maybe that was like a one-night stand. But now he wants to settle down with Helen. He is turned on by athletic blondes. He does not like vampirism. His favourite colour is black, and his secondary aspiration is family. The final sim we're going to be looking at in today's video is little Ethan Gold, who I do believe is the only child male sim in the hood. He would like to play with Kelly. Of course, them two being the only children in the hood, they're going to be paired up. If they want to, I mean, they could be with townies, but it would be nice for playable sims to end up together, especially considering they're the only 2 playable children. He is best friends with his older brother, Kelly, and Helen. I do love that he has a good relationship with Helen. He is a C in school. He doesn't have any skills. He's a Virgo, I believe, who is neat, shy, he's serious, and quite nice. Someone told Ethan his parents are in heaven. Since then, looking at the sky has been his favourite pastime. He is really interested in paranormal, school, toys, and sci-fi, and animals. I do like he's interested in sci-fi, and that his room is a big old reflection of that. I do believe his one true hobby, yeah, it is science. He is definitely going to be the type of sim who one day gets abducted by aliens. Like, it's going to happen. And again, just standard, like, toddler memories. Like, he's just a child. He doesn't have very many as of right now. He remembers Gloria, his mother, dying, and Dawn passing. He moved in and then made best friends. And his favourite colour is purple. It does seem like Alex has sort of had ambitions to work in the unconventional field of criminality since he was a teenage boy. Here he is, just printing money, no shame. I do hope that this object is still available in his house. I think we could have a lot of fun with that. I do love how even like the simplest pictures just really tell a story. From this, I gather that like he is worried about what implications his career is going to have on his younger brother. And he has met, of course, Helen. But that about wraps it up for me today, guys. I do hope you have enjoyed this deep dive into Summerville. Very, very soon we will start to play this neighbourhood, starting off with the summer families. We'll do 4-day rotations, make our way around the neighbourhood as we go. I'm so excited to begin this brand new Let's Play journey with you. I hope you are too. But that's about it for me today, guys. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please do consider dropping me a comment, giving me a like, all of that good stuff. Maybe even subscribing if you're so inclined. But of course, that's entirely up to you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and happy simming.